Boris Johnson has faced fresh questions over his honesty and transparency as he refused to say how many children he had fathered and looked set to duck a TV interrogation. The Prime Minister also angered some of his natural supporters on the right by suggesting there would be more state intervention in the economy after Brexit. The criticisms came as the Tories published a Brexit roadmap setting out how the UK government would operate outside EU state aid rules. It said there would be a new state aid regime making it faster and easier for the government to intervene to protect jobs in troubled industries, and a buy British approach to procurement. Mr. Johnson said his aim was not to bail out failing business but to ensure a level playing field after Brexit. However, the business lobby group theInstitute of Directors said the proposals suggested a retreat away from free and open markets which would have clear implications for the UK's ability to negotiate a post-Brexit trade deal with the EU. Ali Renison, head of Europe and trade policy at the Institute, said, "It seems like a bad solution in search of the wrong problem. Propping up failing enterprises and obliging public bodies to buy British could end up unfairly protecting and subsidising large incumbents at the expense of true competition and new entrants to the market." The free market think tank, the Institute of Economic Affairs, also warned the greater use of state aid to help firms in trouble would translate to veiled support for cronyism. Labour said the Tories had powers to support UK industry but failed to do so. Shadow Transport Secretary Andy MacDonald said the Tories sat on their hands and used state aid as an excuse when refusing to intervene to save a steel works in his Teesside seat in 2015. Mr. Johnson appeared at his party's event alongside former Labour MP Gisela Stewart, a key member of Vote Leave, who urged a Tory vote. She said, "In this election, I will not vote for Jeremy Corbyn but I can vote for Brexit. A vote for Boris Johnson this time around is a vote to get Brexit done. But let me be clear, voting for Brexit this time does not make me a Tory now or in the future." In another embarrassment for Labour, it emerged the party had told 20 of its call centre staff in Newcastle that their contracts would end after Christmas. Mr. Johnson faced an uncomfortable moment on an LBC phone-in when a caller raised a 1995 article in which he blamed single mothers for producing a generation of ill-raised, ignorant, aggressive and illegitimate children. The caller, Ruth from Oldham, said she was a single mother and asked, "Why are you happy to criticize people like me, when you refuse to discuss your family?" Mr. Johnson, who has 4 children by his former marriage and at least one outside it, said the cue for more on this story, visit the news article link.